5 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you when YouTube loads.
Radiant team ban.
Okay. It's starting, hopefully.
Alright.
I don't see anything on my screen.
Dire
Wow,
team
instantly.
ban.
Wait,
I have
maybe
no idea why.
try open, like, go back to the menu and
Okay,
open
it's working.
the
It's
thing.
working. It's
Yeah.
just my net's slow. My bad. Okay, cool.
And Void, they end up banning Void first ban. What do you think about that?
Radiant team
I got
ban.
And Void is just too versatile, you know.
I mean, every time he plays it, he shows up, you
Dire
know,
team ban.
lands those Chronos.
Oh, they're letting Magnus through. Hey, they're letting Magnus through.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
But they have first pick, right?
Oh, they're gonna first pick Magnus, or they will let it through. Oh, I guess
Ooh, who plays it?
it will
I
have
have
to
not
be
seen
Windy, right?
I mean, he
10
hasn't
seconds
shown that he's
remaining.
been playing it in the past couple of scrims or whatever, so... I mean, it's possible, but
Radiant team pick.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
They're gonna do it?
Pugna band. Interesting.
Dire team pick.
Winter Wyvern.
His first pick Wyvern to counter the mag.
Surely it's a mag pick in one of these two picks. Winter Wyvern's a lap hero. He plays it pretty well. Good save, good ult, good stun, good lane control, good AoE damage early on. I think the biggest thing is Magnus,
remaining.
right? Like Magnus was I think the only hero that was not
5
let through
seconds
once in last TD. And I think
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
like my OD went through once, and
Dire team
Yeah, that was a mistake.
no, I didn't do that well. But over a long series, yeah. Anyway, Magnus got picked. We shall see. I mean, the group stage is for experimentation, right? Like,
And now it's the question, I guess, is Lakshman CK going to come out?
10 seconds
That's the
remaining.
other hero he's been defaulting to.
yeah, or Wraith King. He
5
went to Wraith King.
seconds remaining.
So I think the way to play against Magnus is actually just to target Magnus. Jump on that in your team fights. Once you kind of let your so their team really enables Magnus because Lakshman's going to be on some kind of tank. Yeah, here it is, Wraith King. So he's going to be on some tanky hero, and you're committed to going to the Wraith King, and that will
Maybe
draw
you
your
just get
team.
the Spectre to counter it.
Yeah, and that will drown. Yeah, exactly, or something like a Radiance. But you'll force people to go into the Wraith King, like some people in your team, and then Magnus will come in,
10 seconds remaining.
whatever that charge spell is called, and then use
5
ult.
seconds remaining.
And the way to counter that is to actually focus the Magnus in your team fights or hunt the Magnus down.
It's really hard because Fock is the one who plays it. He's always like sitting in the back lines waiting for that opportunity. So
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to jump in unless you just have a draft that just lets you do that. Something like like the Spectre or like someone that gives you vision, like a Night Stalker or something like that. It's pretty hard to go on the mag.
I'm going to say that the Night Stalker actually played pretty well last game. It's just that because of the itemization, if you didn't get a blink, and you got the BKB instead, in theory, that's good good item.
I need to be
Sorry? Okay. So in theory, I think the BKB is good. And I definitely always get BKB with Night Stalker. But if you get it as your second item and you don't get a blink, you're running into the enemy with blink, BKB, which will burn 2 or 3 seconds out of your 6 seconds, or you're going to go run in and then get disabled. So I have to say, there was one moment where he had enough money for blink and he didn't go blink. And I think that also made Night Stalker's impact significantly less than what he could have had. Wraith King, we all know what it is. When you die, come back to life. These days, everyone's trending towards a Deso build. Understandably so, because big crits against low armor heroes. Tidehunter, one low armor hero. Winter Wyvern, low armor hero. It works well with also Deso Armlet, and you kind of just rush in. And killing Wraith King twice would mean that you have to have heroes that DPS consistently to bring it down.
Radiant
With
team
reasonable ease,
ban.
or anti-mage expand, which one of the heroes that's quite good at doing that by burning mana. Winter Wyvern, it's most likely a support, but I have seen Winter Wyvern core on Justin, and Winter Wyvern core actually super unrated, super underrated, but does so much damage if you get Axe, because going against strength heroes,
Radiant
you slow them
team
down,
ban.
and you also do a lot of damage. OD is banned, Void Spirit banned, Void, Invoker, Lone Druid are all bans against Deevos, the mid. It's quite interesting to
10
see different
seconds
types of
remaining.
heroes, where one is a lane dominator, lone droid, that's front lines.
5 seconds remaining.
Disable, one is invoker mix, and one is void spirit, which is damage and initiation. OD ban. I quite like OD bans because OD can save people when Magnus
Dire
RPs,
team
or you can
ban.
even, if you're quick enough, you can always astral imprison it as well. You can precast on Magnus if you see it, and then
Dire
you just jump
team
in and
pick.
get astraled. You have to have good vision, but it's very doable.
Radiant
No, I'm
team
back.
pick.
Oh, and there's a Tide. I like that.
Jakiro, also very good. And Tide I really like because one of the things that Tide do really well is if you RP Tide and Tide gets damaged, Kraken Shell will proc and you can ult. So you can kind of save your team
remaining.
even though you get ravaged. I mean, even if you get Magnus RP.
5 seconds remaining.
You're not going to commit a Silver Edge to prevent that combo from happening. So it's a difficult situation where you wonder if you actually should get tied in the ult or not in the ult. And if you don't get tied in the ult, then, you know, it's just going to... Disruptor, another pick.
This, yeah, they actually opted to go for the Jakira instead of the Disruptor for Jess. So maybe there's, yeah, maybe they're preferring the Jakira over the Disruptor. That's interesting.
Jakiro is...
10
it makes sense
seconds remaining.
in last game. Jakiro is very high AoE, and if one
5
thing Medusa
seconds remaining.
is Medusa is like... It's like a tank, right? Like, not a
Yep.
tank as in Dota tank, but it's like the World War II kind of tank. You're slow, but you have high power. Like, but you're slow, so you can just keep chucking grenades at
Dire
it.
team
I don't even know where this analogy is going to.
Phantom
But anyway,
Assassin.
Phantom Assassin being picked.
Ooh, PA. Pretty annoying for Wraith King, has to buy an MKB. But yeah, getting RP'd is like, yeah, RP'd probably dies, so. You're
10
gonna see
seconds
if
remaining.
Jay is gonna be able to actually carry this game instead of playing that Drow who's playing last game.
5 seconds remaining.
So we're probably expecting a Justin kind of tempo-ish, you know, pace.
There's still
Attacking.
Viper. You can like pick Viper is pretty good this game, I reckon.
You've been playing Monkey as well, so practicing Monkey might whip it out.
Okay.
Deevos
You
is
think-
last pick, so I feel like Monkey is one of those heroes that if you don't have if you're playing mid lane Monkey and you're not winning the lane, you're not doing that much.
Yeah, I feel like they'll get leaned or something, and then Monkey's not going to have a game.
Yeah.
Do you think the response to the mag and the Wyvern Tide is something that Lockdown5eva prepared specifically for the mag, or do you think they just kind of came up with this strat on the fly? Because I mean, they picked two really good heroes against mag, right?
I think you have to. Like, if you were letting a hero like Mag through, like there's some players that
10
have one
seconds
good
remaining.
hero that is way beyond everyone else's. Like, I mean, Kenny's very good at
5
all heroes, but
seconds
like
remaining.
without a doubt, most people think Magnus is his best hero. And I think in terms of impact, with
Dire team
his
ban.
ult with Refresher, like you can actually turn around the game solo by himself. So I think they would have had to think about what they were going to play against. And I think Tidehunter actually is quite a good hero for that. And Winter Wyvern is a bit harder because it's like Disruptor, right? Like if you play well, the Disruptor was winning, like was
10
saving so
seconds
much
remaining.
last game, but you saw in the last team fight where
5
Shadow
seconds
Demon,
remaining.
Shadow
where the Shadow Demon wasn't in
Brilliant
position and
team
didn't have
ban.
blink and was walking in and didn't use spells, then you kind of almost lost a team fight because of that. And Winter Wyvern's almost so similar. Imagine if you Ravage and Winter's Embrace or whatever Embrace it is. At the ultimate,
Cold
whatever it's called.
Embrace.
Cold Embrace,
10 seconds
or whatever the
remaining.
ultimate is. Imagine using both of that at the same
Oh, Winter's
time.
Curse.
Oh, Winter's Curse.
5
You know I was
seconds.
close.
You mix the two together.
Like imagine if you first used like Ravage and then use Winter's Curse or vice versa. Like that would be a
Dire
disaster.
team ban.
On the other end, like if you can set up for the Ravage with doing the curse, that's like pretty good, right? Because
Yes.
yeah,
But at the same time with that, like if you would set yourself up for just instant BKB. So I don't think now Ravage
10 seconds remaining.
well, I mean, you can overlap the Ravage. You
That's
just
true.
miss the damage, right?
That's true. And a time
5 seconds remaining.
because Tidehunter is starting
Brilliant team
2
pick.
point something 7, 8 seconds or something, 2.8 or something.
Yeah.
Not that long. So We shall see. I personally like Tight Hunter as one of those frontline gush plus counter initiating ravage. So Phantom Assassin is it's pretty strong
10
against
seconds
Grimstroke and it's
remaining.
pretty strong against Jakiro. Jakiro's has low armor,
5
so Phantom
seconds
Assassin
remaining.
will cut through it.
Is it Windrunner time?
It'll be interesting, Windrunner.
There is Windrunner.
Justin
It's
has
pretty
quite
annoying.
a wide hero pool now, so it's hard to know exactly what he wants. But you don't want pick something carry because otherwise you're PA, and you can't share farm.
Good thing about Justin, we know he's fairly active compared to some of his other heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We look at the Grimstroke.
Dire
to be a
team pick.
DP.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. That's another farmer.
Interesting.
I mean, he usually just owns the lane and then he gets really tank and then he starts taking towers with Bristol. So I think it can work out.
Yeah, I think Justin's Bristol is greedy until he gets Ags. And I think that is probably
10
the right
seconds
decision.
remaining.
But if you don't get Ags, I don't think your Bristol's that strong. But like at the moment,
5 seconds
Dai doesn't
remaining.
actually have a good way to control the Bristol back that easily. It doesn't kill it that easily. Wraith King Silver Edge is not the greatest item because you already have stun. I mean, crit. So your crit doesn't overlap when you use Silver Edge, right? So you're like losing a
I
critical.
think any can get Silver Edge on Magnus.
Well, I mean,
I don't think you would want Magnus Silver Edge.
One good thing you can do is like you have last pick, so you can kind of counter this Bristol for the lane because you know it's probably going to be a
that's
mid lane.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to see what Deevos comes up.
And there are other items that can counter Bristol back. So again, we go back to talking about the Mage Slayer. Mage Slayer is really, really strong against Bristol. And then if Bristol's trying to attack, you can always kind of kite him with your slows and stuff. But the cool spray gets reduced by the Bristol. But the Bristol, I think the hidden, strength of Bristol back is actually the Ags, where you slow everyone down. If you don't have BKB, it's actually really difficult fight into Bristol. And if you have BKB, Bristol's still not an easy hero to kill, and he'll just run down your supports. So I'm interested to see how they counter the Bristol, actually.
Yeah, Bristol is also really good against these kind of tanky heroes that kind of live from like Wraith King. Really good if you just go them up. It makes it really hard for them to fight.
Did you say the Lina before? I think Lina is a good Bristol back counter. Like, you dominate the lane. I like Silencer. TA.
Choose your hero.
Ooh, TA.
I mean, it's not bad because your fraction kind of just nullifies the cool square, right? You kind of want to farm the triangle.
Yeah.
Bristol kind of wants to do the same.
Yeah.
Although you probably won't be harassing the Bristol out of the lane, so you have to really take care of your tower in that case.
I think, this Templar, I don't know. I think by the time the thing with Templar is your Templar timing, TA timing, I think is around 20 minutes, right? Like you get a combination of two of the three items, or all three. You get Blink, you get Deso, and you get Dragonlance. And that's generally around 20 minutes. And at 20 minutes, Bristol is where it's strongest. So Bristol would have the Vanguard, Hood, and Axe around that time. Justin farms pretty consistently around like 20, 25-ish. So at that time, would you say Templar Assassin stronger or Bristol back stronger?
Ooh. I think Bristol back was probably because it's kind of hard for you to burst through a Bristol back, even if you do have like all those items.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? So at that time, so your Bristol back all it needed is like a kind of like a dust.
Maybe like phase boost or something. Yeah.
Yeah, with armor, but you get dust, and then you kind of just run towards the Templar Assassin.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean,
yeah. One good thing about this TA is it's good against the PA in like a matchup, like in the late game, like because PA has a really hard time going through the refraction charges. So,
yes.
if it does go late, I mean that's something they have going for them. Oh, they do have the Winter Wyvern though, good counter.
I probably personally would have liked to see a mid that can carry Silver Edge, but at the same time, TA is a really snowball hero, so they're really aiming to win like early-ish. I think
it's also just something he's comfortable with. So.
Oh yeah,
That's something you got to factor in.
Prepare for battle.
I personally haven't seen Danny play TA, but if he plays TA, then I would imagine
He farms pretty well. He stacks his own jungle pretty well, so...
Yeah. At the same time, TA, if you get going at 20 minutes, you can really rack up a huge advantage because you just have so much burst
and he can easily go on the back line, so he can just ignore the Bristle as well.
Yeah. Milo will die with 3 hits, against this TA. I think at some point of this game, like if he gets Blink, he'll kill Milo pretty easily. And Lap, I guess he can cold embrace himself if he wants.
Yeah, I think his priority has to be Lap because
and Soul Ring decided on his art hero, and probably going to go his Ags afterwards, which he normally does. Safe lane is going to be Jay on his PA with Milo on his Disruptor. Milo's Disruptor, he maxes Thunderstrike, so it's actually good damage for off lane. I would probably be going for the support in that lane if I was Radiant, and as a Dire, I would. It's probably going to be Magnus with. It just depends on if they want to protect Lakshamn. I would actually like to see Jakiro down there. Jakiro will really make PA's life hard. Tide Hunter will kind of get his items and kind of get an okay lane, irrespectively who you put there. So you don't need to have Jakiro there. But at the same time, Jess plays Jakiro, and as a fight.
30 seconds to battle.
And top lane will be most likely be Wraith King with Jakiro against the Tide with the Winter Wyvern. Pretty good damage lane, I think, on the Radiant. Lots of spam spells, and technically Tidehunter's a really strong laner against all melee heroes that aren't Slark or Ursa with build-up stuff. So
Battle begins.
fighting for the runes.
Looks like it's going to be even, 2 each. And then we're going to see them walk to their lanes. Alright, mid lane already. Danny missing his block. I think that's a bit important. Like, especially against the Bristle, you kind of want to be able to farm your own creeps, especially level 1. Tip's getting thrown out. I'm not sure what for. Did someone miss a rune or something? Nope.
We're going looking top. We have Jakiro against Wraith King. Jakiro, a very strong laner. Winter Wyvern, I guess it's episodic. You don't have sustained. You have to use your Ardent Burn, and then you have max Split Blast. Overall, I think it's going to be a lane for the Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter is really strong against melee heroes. I think all he needs to get is a hood, really, and then he's not going to... Oh, I don't even know if he needs hood. Yeah, he doesn't. Just needs some regen, and then he'll win this lane.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like his laning is going to be pretty easy this game.
Yeah. And then if he maxes Splinter Blast, like, this lane's going to be very difficult for Lakshamn. But Lakshamn will probably do what he normally does, which is at level 5 or so, he'll just go jungle, and it's probably the most effective. Bot lane, they're putting pressure on Kenny. Kenny's already used to salve. Milo going the 1-3 build. Jay queuing up for Battle Fury. Pretty typical. Milo might die at this stage. Oh, he used Empower. Oh, if he had Earth Shock or something. Simon? Oh, no, he went out. Oh. That's...
I create nothing from
he went into the jungle. Anyway, Jay escaped. That was quite a safe and effective play by Blink striking out, but now he has no health. And Milo's coming in with a salve, hopefully. Yeah, with 2 salves, actually.
Yeah.
With gratitude.
Yeah. I think this is
they
the
want to
kind
make a move onto they want to make a move onto Simon or Fox. Ooh, they're low.
Oh, yes.
Didn't skill.
Magnus is gonna. Oh, Magnus is gonna one hit away. He just needs vision for the dagger. Oh, he got stick, so it's fine now.
Oh, this is a close fight. Jade died. I mean, Fox goes down. Yeah, get the kill. Fox not having a good lane.
Wow, this is a very active, and yeah. Kenny's at 5-1 and Jay's at 11-1. Pretty impressed with Jay's farming, especially when they killed Milo with first as well. Oh, they're going top as well. As we know, we always
trading
miss
kills. Yep.
But it's a good trade for Radiant. And we talked about Tidehunter being a strong laner. I think that's what I was saying, right? Like, I don't think the Jakiro tips this lane enough for the Jakiro to stay top. So if they were hero agnostic, like, I would have said, Jakiro bot would pressure the lane so much harder than the Grimstroke. But we know, like, they have their heroes that they play, so it's a bit...
Mid lane, Justin ahead on CS.
Yeah.
As expected, he's always been really good at his lane mechanics.
Yeah. And if you look at it now, he has his ring of health, right? So he's not really, like, he doesn't really about these occasional hits there and here. He just wants to get the last hits. And that's all he really needs, because he, like we talk about the TA timing, like, Justin plays a timing based on his bristleback as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bot. Jay got his ring of health already.
Yeah, he's actually off to a pretty good start as well. In fact, all 3 Radiant lanes are onto a good start.
Yeah. Oh, this is top.
You let my
The network not close at all mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will turn around at this stage where TA is level 5, so his refraction has a lot more. He can just kind of get these jungle creeps as well. He can stack his own as well if he gets his team to stack for him. So TA isn't that strong in the first couple of levels, and level 5, level 7 is where he gets much stronger in lane. But this is the thing, right? Like, Justin actually gets pretty strong at level 5 and level 7, so you're not leapfrogging your enemy during that time.
Consider yourself the
I think there's still problems with the stream, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
sorry for the technical difficulties. We're
Yeah.
working out.
If you wanna, definitely if you wanna donate a 3080, guys, you know where to send it. Worst case scenario, you can watch our game in-game, and you can also download the replay afterwards. Hopefully it will get released soon. They're going on top. Windy is not even being scratched, but they're going, and Jakiro is nearly dead, so Lap has his ice, but Jakiro's forced down. They're going on to J bot. J is just casually... Oh, good dodge.
Wow.
J dodge sidestepped this Stroke of Fate. That was good. Stroke of Fate would have done quite a bit of damage. Milo is gone mid to...
Yeah, I wanted to say that. He went on Expedition mid to get a ward behind the top. And I think that's good. I think Bristol, knowing Justin, he wants to farm the small camp, right? Because if you can deny that from TA, like, there's a lot of her farm, actually.
Yeah.
The small camp actually gives a surprising amount of gold and experience, actually. So, if we can deny that, really big.
What do you think of this mid ward? I think it's just a bit of unusual because you don't see... Oh, well, he's blocked the camps. That probably explains why. And I think that's a really good play by Milo. See, this is what I mean, like, when we talked about last game, I didn't get a chance to talk about, but like strategy versus tactics and stuff. I think on a macro level, like this game, I mean, not that enough time to explain it, but I think on a micro level, like this tactics, blocking camps for TA really sets back TA. TA can easily farm like 4 or 5 ancient stacks by himself. And that really slows down TA.
Yeah, I think they're doing everything they need to kind of, put a stop to this TA's game. I think if this keeps going the way it is, it's going to be really bad for the Dire. So they don't really have much else for the early game, except this like TA, right?
Have you seen Justin's build?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Dude, I saw this. He did this to me once. Pretty funny, because I mean, like, you think about it, like, you get this double ring of health thing. It's like, you're basically harassable, right? Like, the TA's not going to go and fight you, right? And, like, no way you're getting bursted through, so... I mean, it's working out.
Yeah. Although, at the same time, like, do you ever, as a TA, want to actually bring down Bristol back, though? Like, wouldn't your priority be rather for just farming the jungle and neutrals? Like,
That's...
I mean, at the same time, it's not like he's going to get anything else anyway. We know his core item, so he might as well just get something. Oh, they're getting a stack top? Well, they killed bot, obviously, we missed it again. But they're getting stacks top. Windy is nowhere even close to dying. And he's getting a Hood. Maybe heard our cast, but we did say that Hood is only literally one magic hero in this game, so I'm not sure if Hood is the highest yield.
Yeah, the things aren't looking very good for the Dire at all right now. I think Justin is just off having a free game. TA having a lot of trouble. They don't even need the support bot because Jay is like still farming well.
Yeah, that's actually really surprising. If you have 2 heroes bot, surely you have to push out this PA, right? Like, if you're not, you're like absolutely losing a lane.
He was also getting every last hit on the tower, so...
Yeah, that's true. And to be fair, they did kill... Oh, Danny.
Oh, check out this, yeah. He's just like, I know they're in my jungle, so I'm just going to farm your jungle. Yeah. And I think that's a really smart move.
But it's interesting because he didn't even kill his own ancient before killing Justin's. Maybe he knows Justin is actually going to stack and
Dire locked down their structures.
But yeah, this is what I was talking about. They, Justin's probably gonna pressure your tower, right? So they already got the fortify from the TA. So next time that happens, like tower's gonna go down. Probably not all in one go, but slowly it's gonna slowly go down. And he's actually getting.
Oh, Justin might actually. Oh no, he's not going to because they have no mana. But I was gonna say he might even be able to like bring down Danny pretty hard. You know, as a TA, like I feel like sometimes it's so rune dependent, right? You have an invis, you do nothing. You have an illusion, I guess you can stack, but like you have a regen, yeah, that's okay as well. But the thing you want is haste, because once you have haste, you can actually go into other lanes and help out other lanes, or else you're absolutely committed to stacking.
Middle tower is under attack.
It's gonna be just a farming game for a while.
But yeah, Justin off to a great start. Not.
He missed his man.
Jay as
Jay
well.
is on track for his, 10, 11 minute battle fury.
Oh, Jay's just going on Kenny.
Oh.
Kenny might even die with this.
I mean, he's level 5. Yeah. There's no way they could.
I just stand there. Just stand there and fight him. Yeah, like, just go. Oh, he just got level 6! Oh my gosh, that is so unfortunate, but he's probably going to die anyway. Jay's going to kill him. He has a stick. Doesn't know. Jay doesn't have a stick. It's
I think
Milo.
he went for those creeps on
he is.
top. This guy's level 7. But yeah.
It's because Milo left him in lane and he just took 3 or 4 waves.
I wasn't talking about the PA, I was talking about the Grimstroke actually is level 7. He's having a lot of he actually Magnus is the one that got
Going top. Wraith King trying to get Lap. Lap flying away. Like a bird. Oh, that's a good... that was close. I was going to say that's a good dual breath. But
There
missed
is
it.
a Ravage potential, Ravage this.
He
But
doesn't have
he
mana.
doesn't need to. He's got 6 charges, yeah.
Are you
So-
really going to Ravage?
Yeah, you
Please
probably
don't.
are,
Just chase him down, please. Oh, PA's coming in for a kill!
Oh.
Sick of... Oh, I mean, look, if your PA's coming all the way mid to trying to help or get a kill, come on, just let him get the kill, guys.
I mean, that would have been his Battle Fury. I mean, he's about 600 gold. I mean, if he gets that kill, it's probably only around 300 gold, right? So,
Yeah. Come on,
I
guys.
think Grim got the solo XP on PA dying, so that's
Right.
why.
The mysteries remain.
I actually wasn't paying that much attention, but how did Kenny go from level 5 to level 6?
so remember the PA dived him when the whole creep wave was on him as well, right? So I think he
Alright.
skewered towards the creeps or something, and he killed the creeps on purpose so he could get level 6.
Man, that
then
would
he
be a
upped it.
high level play if it was. I
Yeah.
completely missed it. I was like, oh, level 5, there's no... He's going to die because he doesn't have RP, but then he just hit level... And this is a good rotation. Hey, look, they're moving Justin bot, and there is no way they can kill Justin, so it's going to be a free lane for him as well. And PA just goes mid, and he has Battle Fury, so he's just going to kill mid and then rotate to the jungle, to Ancients. This is overall strategy, and I really like it.
And meanwhile, yeah, top lane as well. They're putting pressure on this tower. It's already pretty low. I think once that tower gets going on, once that tower dies, I think the PA is going to be able to,
Oh, they're
go into the
getting
enemy
PA. PA is going to... It's,
Oh, he does go down. Ooh. Does he have his Battle Fury yet? He managed to
Yeah,
survive
he
his
got it
Battle
out
Fury,
there.
yep.
Oh yeah, you got it now. But wow, what a got picked off by that. That was probably Danny might even have solo killed him actually. Come to think of it.
As a
Radiant's
phantom
middle tower
embrace,
is
just
under
so that you
attack.
couldn't blink at it.
Yeah. Danny going Dragonlance first.
I think they really needed that kill.
Radiant's middle
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Back into the jungle.
Dire's bottom tower is
At the same
Well,
time,
this
PA
is
has got his Battle Fury, so
See, this is interesting. They spent a lot of resources to block the Dire Ancients, and then he's just been jungling the Radiant Ancients, so I think it's a pretty cool play.
yeah. I wonder if it's because Danny knows it's blocked, or if it's because he wants to deny the Radiant, the Ancient. It's not like they're pressuring Danny anyway. Okay, I'm looking at my stream now. By the way, it's working. So,
Oh,
that's
wait a minute. Devos
Oh, 2, 3 hits. Oh, okay.
doesn't get it, yep.
Radiant's bottom tower
Dragonlance.
is under attack.
Dragonlance in the backpack.
What do you think of Dragonlance as an item for TA? Do you, what's your TA build? Or and Tucker? Because I know you played TA as well, Tucker. What's your TA?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
haven't played her enough recently to know, like
Yeah.
Because there was that Ags build, which is really popular, right?
Yes,
I think
yes.
you played the Ags build as well.
Okay, they're going to, anyway, they're going Justin. They're not going to kill Justin.
Yeah, they're not
I'll be
gonna
very
do
surprised. Justin,
Oh,
except Justin's just
actually,
man fighting him for some
Dropping
reason.
down.
Oh, he put
He
him
probably
on.
still wouldn't die, but
Right, yeah.
I don't know about that. Oh, they might run down Danny then. Danny doesn't. Do they have
There's
anti-invis?
a ward, yeah, they know.
Oh.
Or fight, they have Ravage.
Do they have anti-invis? Put down
They
your
have one
sentry.
sentry.
Oh no, put down sentry.
Ravage? Hits everyone.
Whoa, that's a good ravage. Danny, still surviving. One more hit.
Oh,
Jazz died. Oh, can he come in? RP only on 500 that has already used ult. Jakira's going to dying. Justice is going to run down this Kira. Like, he's going to run down the Grimstroke. Kenny, oh, not sure about that Ravage. RP, I mean. Lap's just going to walk away. He's probably scared of Kenny.
TP,
actually.
yeah, doesn't have his TP. It's fine.
Oh,
The curse from Lap was really good.
Well, TA's top, farming. Wraith King's farming. Wraith King's actually winning this.
Dire's middle tower is under
Because
attack.
the raw strength hero early game with the
Dire's
armor.
structures are
And one crit,
fortified.
because you're only at level 20 evasion. If your crit hits, it's actually a lot of damage. Wraith
Dire's
King's
middle
at
tower
armor
is
already.
under attack.
Actually, like halfway through Deso as well.
Yeah.
The Lakshamn's a silent second net worth right now. To buff the PA.
But this is where Justin's starting to become strong. Like, they don't have a way to kill Justin. He has his 3-core item, he's going on to Zags. He can probably just kill the tower by himself. He doesn't even need to just go around. Just walk in.
Yep. And this is a very
Why is he going
important
back? Just hit the tower! Oh my... Okay. Okay. Windy's going in. I think it's worth it, but Windy's just casually walking out at the
I
moment.
think he wants to go in, yep.
Radiant's top
Justin's behind him.
Oh, I don't think they'll kill Justin, but let's see.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh, that's a
Big
good
silence
ult.
on 2.
That's good. Kenny's gonna die. Danny. Danny. TA. Oh, TA is gonna get reduced by Anchor Smash. Justice is going on him. Justin. Oh, TA is gonna. Oh, that's good heal. It's
Good
kind of
Macropire.
Justin
Oh,
going in. Probably gonna kill Danny.
the refraction.
Oh no! Oh, refraction.
whoa. What a
That came up
fight.
just in time.
They're all so low.
Wow, what a
Oh,
BM.
wait a minute.
Pause.
I actually can't tell if this is a real one or...
The puppy pause.
Oh, okay. It seems like it's an actual... The waifu. Alright, so we're gonna have a short pause because Lakshman's wife is at the door.
Just recapping that fight. Oh, that's gonna be scary. When Bristleback? So Bristleback has his ogre axe presumably, and he's nearly halfway to his axe. I think when he gets axe, like that fight just showed that he couldn't die. Danny going Deso, I think it's probably for the best. I think there's two ways of Danny approaching this. He should either get Blink and jump onto the supports, or he should get more damage and try to kill Bristleback. I'm actually more in favor of killing the supports, to be completely honest, but that leaves the issue of them not being able to kill Justin.
So usually if you want to go to Blink, you don't buy the Dragon Lance.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes,
have
yes,
to go
yes.
straight
Get
Deso.
Deso. That's what I was, before the fight, I was actually interested in what you guys think, what you guys normally pick, and how you guys play your TAs.
I guess...
I find the Lance is the farming build.
Yeah. Stats also, yeah, really help you farm. Blink doesn't really give you anything. Eh?
Yeah. I personally like Deso farming, because you do more damage, and you minus armor, so you can kill neutrals much easier, I feel. And
yeah,
I feel
but
like that
I
also
think-
translates to Kiro kills as well, where your Dragonlance can't do that.
I think the build up is a lot quicker for the like. You really want those double agility items like early, because like early game it like really like just makes your hero that much better. So I think that's the main reason people buy the Dragonlance, because yeah, the agility, the early build up especially is really what makes it a good item.
Yeah, the agility, which is 16 agility, so it's 16 agility, 16, so it's equivalent to 16 attack speed and 16 damage. So I think for me, I personally go a burst build, because I try to see who needs to die, and I want to jump those heroes. And for me, it's generally the supports. So I go Deso Blink. So the Deso to essentially get the neutrals, stack the Ancients, and then quickly get Blink. So I would generally get that like maybe 13, 14 minutes perhaps, if it's going okay. And then you essentially hunt the supports. Like, for example, this Grimstrike would die in like 3 hits. Or maybe 4 hits, actually. The Jakiro probably a bit more, because Jakiro's a bit tankier. But Milo would just die in like 2-3 hits pretty easily. Especially, yeah, it's a shame, right? Because Danny, all he got ISOL was in this room. He didn't get a haste and he didn't get a DD. Where if he got that, he could reliably like gank. Where this is still invis. Like, what's the point of having an invis TA? Generally?
Kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, man. Sometimes RNG just doesn't go your way. If he has the DD as well, he could even farm Ancient.
Invisibility.
So he's gonna get his Deso. I think his go time will probably be when he gets a Deso. And just avoid the Bristol. The Bristol is going to be a big issue, just like last game's Medusa, until they find a way to counter it. You know, one thing I wonder if it'll work. You know, Danny, normally TA, like TA, you normally think about Blink, right? And Swift, which is a good item. But what if you actually get Silver Edge this game? Hypothetically, you don't need to get Daedalus, you get more damage, and you get a Silver Edge to break. And because he's like Dragonlance, you can actually activate it pretty far away.
I mean, that is a good point. Like, there are 3 good heroes who want to break this game, so I think, actually, now you say it, I think that's actually, like, pretty good.
And, you know, what I would do is I'd beg the RNG gods for, like, the bow that gives you attack range, and then you can just fight people far away.
Very fair.
Kenny's going in. I like this. Going on Kenny is always one of the best ways to help counter one of his teams. Oh, he's slowed as well. He's dead. Because I feel like a Kenny team relies on Kenny to make plays, and the support the rest of his crew kind of support in either frontlining, or initiating, or doing damage. I think Kenny kind of controls where the team fight goes, and his Magnus fight is like that.
So it looks like Lakshamn's got the job of Silver Edge this game.
Yeah, I like it. I like Silver Edge.
I think another one wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just such a value item against these 3 heroes, right? All 3 of them don't want to be burnt.
And if you come in with an armlet crit, you're doing like 700 damage easily.
That's for me.
And even if you don't go on, you know, even if you don't go on like the Tide Hunter or Bristle Back, let's go for PA. PA is gonna get hurt pretty heavy as well.
Well, breaking PA is also good. No evasion, no crit.
Yeah, exactly. But PA, well, the thing with PA is PA's...
Lakshamn is going to get ganked here, but...
Oh, I doubt it. Lakshamn
got out in time.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant Jason. They're all going mid. One thing they're not as good at is defending lanes. They don't have good wave clear. They just have the Winter Wyvern Splinter Blast. But it looks like once this thing goes up, they're all running away. Let's see what Danny's gonna try to do. I'm just very interested in what he's going to queue after this Deso. I think it's going to dictate how he wants to play the game.
I think you just go for the... actually, do you think you need a BKB this game?
Yeah, for sure. This Bristol back will really make his life difficult. It doesn't get... once Justin is kind of near him, because if he's not going Blink, right, then he can't Blink out. They're going to Lakshamn bot. Let's ignore what I say. He's gonna die. There's 3 TP straight up. He's gonna die first up. Windy still has. Oh, they're going. Oh, that's a Ravage. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, they're gonna kill Jakiro. Jakiro's dead.
TA gets glimpsed out.
TA's gonna get
Fox
glimpsed out. Oh, Lakshamn might die if they just jump close to. Oh, he has anti.
They're grouping up.
Oh, they get dust. They're gonna run into him. Oh, they have Vessel, which is a very good counter. Justin. Oh. Justin's just gonna chase him down. And Simon probably dead as well.
It's hard without your TA, yeah. TA, heads up play for Milo. Losing the TA, knowing that if there's no TA, they can't take that fight.
Yeah. And Kenny kind of just left without TA.
I mean, there were a couple of opportunities where it could have gotten like 2, maybe even 3, 4-man RPs. But He has the
Just don't
knowledge.
think they have the damage follow up with that TA.
Yeah, I have to say though, even with the TA, do you guys actually think they will do? I'm not sure. I don't know if they will actually kill them. Oh, they're using the rabbit. They're using RP on Jay. Jay's
Evaded the melt
just dodging a few
strike,
things. He's gonna get the regen. He's gonna get glimpsed. Oh, Kenny's gonna get glimpsed. Sorry, my bad. Jay is gonna get dead because of the trap. So Milo's gonna die as well. Oh,
There's a dragon there.
Shredding the
oh wait, what? Why is he-
shredding the Magnus.
Okay, anyway. So they tipped Lap. I think it's a shame where Lap didn't get there quick enough because otherwise he could call Embrace and Winter's Curse. Maybe just a few seconds off, or maybe he just let someone else TP first. Oh, Justin is kind of just running around. Oh, Lakshman. They know Lakshman has... But they don't have anti-Iblis. Yeah. Windy has...
Oh, Justin gets stunned.
Justin... Ooh, look at that.
Oh,
Oh!
that was so close.
Gets
That burst of the
deleted.
TA.
That vessel is really doing Justin in, I suspect. Justin, 178 gold, so let's see what he queues up. I suspect it's going to be a BKB by how he plays.
Yeah, Danny's queuing up a BKB.
I actually don't think so. I think he can get a Lotus, and it gives you armor as well, which is good against TA.
Yeah.
I personally would go Lotus, but Justin, safe player, or if BKB isn't... Oh, he's actually getting Blink. Never mind. I take that back.
Blink. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's-
Danny was getting the BKB.
That's like maximum, like YOLO, like
Yeah.
that's pure damage and
Alright, we're
no.
gonna see if Fox can get a skewer.
Oh, they're going on Milo. I'm not sure. Oh, you missed it. I'm not sure if you would. Yeah, I mean, I think he's getting tied.
Oh, Ravage is up now.
Yeah, but he's got silenced and he's getting healed at the same time. Justin just running around. Is that Ravage? Yeah, sure. Going in. Justin kind of just walking around with Special on him.
Oh.
Kenny. Oh, that's a good ult by Lap.
That's a good ult. Oh, he
Oh,
almost
that is a good
justified
ult by
that.
Lap. Oh, Danny might die as well. Wait, no, Jay, no, just keep going. Oh, Justin might die. Danny's there. He's dead.
He's dead.
Lap with the plays game 1 and 2.
Well, that was a good ult. That was a good ult. That's,
Well, he's managed to get Magnus killed 2 fights in a row.
that's good.
He didn't even get to use RP again that fight.
But for what it's worth, Justin dying, it's still 4 vs 1. Like, why? Think of that advantage.
Oh, I think they might be able to get road.
Hey, look at Jay. Jay is not queuing a BKB. I actually, again, I feel like there's so many times that I would get BKB and
under attack.
they're not. I'm not sure about not getting BKB on PA, right? Like, you have 1,400 HP. And you will just get bursted down even by the spells.
I mean, like,
He just
look
let
at
Justin you take all of the bait as well as the tide. So you've got 2 frontliners. You don't actually have to fight until quite late in the fight. So I think it kind of makes sense, but it's a bit greedy.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, if you can get away without getting... I mean, because you look at their heroes, right? Most of the damage is physical. They have RP, piercing, and it's like TA, which doesn't really have a stun or anything, right? You kind of... If you can get away with it, it's like... Yeah, it could be good, but... yeah.
I want to say I
It's still
agree.
pretty difficult, yeah.
But honestly, if everyone kind of use a spell, PA will die. And even if not everyone uses a spell, PA will still die. That's 1,300 HP. So
I think it's also, like, the nature of the hero is, like, you go in, right? And then, like, you're right next to them, you're hitting them. Like, I think just getting a BKB on PA is, like, something you really need.
I think so.
Regardless.
Because PA can also get silenced by Grimstroke. And then you lose all your kind of escape. So PA right now is purely Glass Cannon. And I think that's even a bit too YOLO even for me, dude. I would have gone Satanic, like, even at least Satanic, kind of helps you heal. And
And you can dispel.
Yeah, exactly. You can dispel things.
Starting to do as well, yeah, the dispel especially, yeah. Good point.
I actually do agree with your points about the front line. It's just that this is again goes back to the strategy, right? Like if you as a die team see PA going Basher and not a Battlefield, Butterfly. Lakshman still has Reincarnation. He has Still Reg though. Just if the team is here, they might actually kill Justin, but they're not. So Lakshman going back. He still has Reincarnation. He's level 15, so he probably didn't want to blow it. But yeah, so like. As a team, like, as a die, like, if you see PA not going Battle Fury, like, I think that's what your main target will be. And you will smoke to get that PA. rather than try to do a team fight front on. And I feel like a team fight front on, a Radiant is just much stronger at this stage of the game. But, you know, slowly this Wraith King's actually going to do more damage. Wraith King's getting a BKB. Jay's not even getting hit that easily. Jay probably could just even go on Danny.
Wow, he's so high level. He's level 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, at level 20, he's going to get the blur evasion and
Yeah,
dies
for sure.
in
I
a lot
think
of trouble.
if you have a really nice timing when they don't have the MKBs, you really push that.
You know,
That's
one
a
thing
good
we didn't
point,
talk about
actually.
this game, which we normally do with TA, is actually this Roche is going down very late.
It's also like pretty scary, right? Because
Oh no, now they know
That's-
someone's in there. Does Milo investigate?
Wow, that crit.
Oh no.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh
attack.
no.
they see him.
Wait, did they see him? Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
see him.
yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
see him.
within 6 seconds. Yeah, because sentries don't give vision unless it's within like first 10 seconds or something.
Dire's middle tower
No, no, but
has
he's
fallen.
connected.
Oh, right,
But you
right,
would've seen.
right, yeah. So TA's getting a BKB. That's probably stunning. Oh, they're gonna get Lakshamn.
Uncontested rush. Lakshman's bottom, so they can't do anything.
Meanwhile, Windy's got an axe.
Yeah, that Ags will also do good work as well.
Radiant's bottom
Well,
That's
stack
slow.
with Jay's Deso.
To the Radiant.
Yeah, and the negative armor. With the goo as well.
Oh,
so they've got
Lakshman's
goo.
actually out of position. Any dust? 2 dust. I like that. I like when carries. I like when carries and mids carry dust. Anyway, they're gonna kill him. He doesn't have any more silver edge. He's probably gonna die unless he TP's
They
out.
might go Jay there.
He's gonna die. Jay mid. Jay's actually gonna get. He's gonna lose his Aegis. Why? Because
Wow,
he has no
just
BKB.
supports.
We talk about how not having a BKB. Oh. Is that basher really worth it, Jay? Is it? Who knows? If he bursts someone down right now, it might be
Oh,
worth it.
Shakira's not gonna get out.
Oh, I mean, come
Get
on,
down.
500. Just use your gush. See what happens, you know? If you hit someone, you hit someone. Oh! Okay, they saw him anyway. So that's the thing about not having...
Oh, he's dead.
Oh no,
He's
Keen
probably
has
dead
had
as well.
BKB.
Tidehunter can just ravage
well,
and...
Jin with a
Tia can
good,
just jump on... Oh, they're going Kenny.
Oh.
Kenny's also a good hero. So this is what I mean. You fight Kenny in your team fights, and then once Kenny out of the team fight, you're like pretty much going to win the team fight. Justin's just going to run in. Does he have Vessel? No, he doesn't. He has... Oh, okay. Well, he's going to get bursted down.
BKB picked up from yeah.
Yeah,
Not
Gonna get BKB, runs out with BKB. Justin, probably not gonna die anyway. And Kenny still kind of running around because he was
Lakshman's
zoned
here.
out. Lakshamn's gonna come in. Tidehunter, stunned. He's... Oh, Jay's going with Magnus. Is there any bash? Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, that RP was... Wow, that's probably one of the best position RP that didn't do much this game.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Wow, I mean, that RP was pretty much spot on, but there was no team. It's like hitting 5-man Enigma back hold, right? Like, if you have no team support, I guess you're really saving yourself. But
Dire's top tower
I don't know,
under
is it
attack.
worth it?
Radiant's bottom
Nah,
tower
they didn't get
is
anything
under
out of
attack.
it. Used all their ults.
I think on
Well,
balance,
that's
like,
good.
if Kenny died, it would be like a 40-50 second cooldown for, like, you know, death timer. While that RP is what wins them games, so I would be in favor of, yeah.
Yeah, and they still have Ravage, they still have Winter's Curse. Like, they've
Yeah,
got all
man.
the tools to go high ground.
Yeah. Frozen Wind... Oh, Winter Wyvern.
I think they're saying, yeah, Lap's computer froze, and then
It's Winter Wyvern.
because it's Winter Wyvern, haha.
You know,
Do
one
you
of the
notice
things I was
Wyvern
going to
had a
say
blink?
is TA doesn't have a blink, and it shows in that fight where he got gooed, and he's just slowly walking out. As you guys know, refraction prevents damage, so even if you have 1 damage refraction left, you can always blink out of TA, which is what I think is one of the more underrated reasons of getting a blink. Not just to initiate on supports, but also to blink out when you get kind of gone on, essentially. So now he has to walk out with BKB, which... You know, like it puts him in a
It
difficult
feels
position.
pretty bad.
Yeah, it feels bad, man. Like it's a difficult predicament because if you get slowed and you don't BKB, you could get stunned and then PA just bursts him down straight up. If you do BKB, everyone's just going to run away. Just because Justin's initiating, he just turns his back on him and then they can't do anything. Unless, you know, they get a Kenny, you know, like whatever that horn toss and then going to the hero. So it's just TA. It's just so hard this game, I think.
Yeah, and Lap got a blink this game as well. I don't know if
I like
when
that.
he got it, but he can now initiate or counter initiate really well.
I just want to say, Lap, the blink is a good choice on Winter Wyvern. I think last game he probably realized there was 2 or 3 times where he was walking in and he was either too late or he just got picked off when he was walking in. With blink, you ignore all of that. You just blink in, you throw your spell off, and even if you die, like at least you still get your spell off and you make your impact.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I like the blink. I really like the blink choice, and for him to farm that, you know, there's one item that I think will really make or break Bristleback is the Cloak of Flames. If he gets Cloak of Flames and he goes on to Danny, Danny is going to get his refraction burned pretty quickly, and it will be very sad.
Dire's top tower is under
That's the
attack.
point, actually.
Dyer's
I mean,
top tower has fallen.
Yeah, the idea that you can get an item, like a neutral item, that kind of just like makes your matchup better, that's like pretty game breaking.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things I do. Okay, well, Jay realizes his mistakes or listening to our cast secretly. He's getting a BKB.
I just bought the full BKB.
I do think that is probably an important thing.
Ooh, another evasion.
This should make my life easier.
It's gonna have like
About time
90%.
though, 30 minutes.
It's 85.
Oh, Quiver. Quiver is...
Oh, he got 3% evasion from that Elven Tunic.
Yeah,
That's pretty
he
fun.
has 88%.
Yeah.
That's
Radiant's bottom tower is
You know, I'd argue that you shouldn't even go Elven Tunic then, because you don't have evasion. Right? Let's get on a check. Okay, well, anyway, there's a fight. Whoa, that's a good Ravage. They somehow stopped in tracks. Oh, that's a really good combo. They're going to Kenny. Kenny can't even go in because he has no ult anyway. He's just going to get isolated out. Windy Days is just walking, kind of just running away. Justin is not even dying. Lakshman kind of just being zoned out. He has ult, but whatever. Jay, one dagger kills him even without...
I think that was an upload toggle.
Yeah, probably on toggle. Jay, bash. Well, he's
there's
showing
no
us
way
why
he's
bash is
killing.
important. Somehow he BKBs now. I don't really know why. But
Oh,
anyway,
without a
he's
blink,
just going
this
on
CA's not going to get out.
Oh, I think. Oh, that's
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
You know, we talked about last game 12k, Dire 12k, and they still were kind of in it. This 12k is like completely GG. Like, there's no way they can come back in the absence
Well,
of
this
like...
is a 12. This is a 12k with like a PA who's supposed to be behind.
Radiant structures
Well, I mean...
fortified. Dyer's
Oh,
Yes.
and TA needs to be ahead to be good. Otherwise,
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah,
That's a 90% evasion PA with no entry. Like, they can't kill him.
Yeah, that's the point, I think. Yeah, that's like you have this really nice timing where you can just end the game. I mean, maybe if TA gets a MKB and like, you know, maybe if Wraith King gets one as well, like maybe you can kill this PA. But I mean,
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point in the game, it's like basically impossible.
Well, if we're going to talk about that, then we should also talk about, you know, Kenny can skewer back into the fountain.
I mean,
I think that
even
is a
if-
possibility. Jay
I mean,
tends
even
to
if you
die,
get,
right?
I mean, I don't know, even if you get skewered to fountain, like 90% evasion, like
That's
that
true.
sounds like
That's true. But just remember, Fountain does have element of True Strike as well.
oh, it does. What?
Yeah, but you really need those 2 talents, level 20 talent and 15 talent to do that. Orc's not even 15, so I don't see that happening anytime soon.
One thing that helps is Quiver has True Strike, so if Danny gets that, and he's going MKB as well. But this is what I mean, like, neutral item, I feel like sometimes it's so imbalanced to an extent that where if you get a right hero, right item, you're so much stronger than if you're not. So Cloak of Flames, this is exactly what we're talking about. I'd be very surprised if it's not on Jay or Justin. I think even on Jay is good because you're jumping onto TA, right? But Jay has sent it away, presumably.
Yeah, Justin's taking it straight away. He's got it in his stash.
And this is what I mean, like, sometimes some heroes just work so well. And it's, like, you know how we've been sending out pictures of, like, Meteor Hammers on OD, like, Arcane Blink on SF? Like, these are decisions that you can make. Neutral items, you can't make that decision. You can't be like, please give me a quiver or something. Like, it just doesn't work that way.
Dyer's bottom
Anyway,
tower
let's look at the
has
graph.
fallen.
This is 97% win chance, which is, I think,
sounds
pretty
about right.
accurate, yeah. You know, there's always... Let's talk about comeback strategies. What do you guys think Dai could do to come back?
Oh, it's pretty hard. I think you need to like start cutting waves, kind of. Just try shove out the side lanes, you know. Maybe get a hero mid, like even a support. Like you can just get Jakira to go down mid to feed, like to cut the wave, right? But I'm not sure that's something Jess knows. So I don't know. It's gonna...
can't kill this PA, right? Who has Abyssal now as well, and 88% evasion with the BKB.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe if the stars align and like you get a break on her and then like you stun her, maybe you can kill her.
You know what
I
I would
probably
probably
need
do?
to get the Grimstroke ult on her so she can't blink around.
Yeah. What I would do is I would mass Ghost on Dire. I think that's the only way to tide over PA's BKB. And once you tide over PA's BKB, he's actually not unkillable. It's just when he has BKB on, he's not going to die. Unless he gets stunned. But then, you know, that again counterfeits what we're saying in a way. I think you would want Ghost this game. You would want to tide over. But then, you know, your Justin and your Windy will just go in and throw spells. So it's also not a great solution. It's just such a... Yeah.
I mean, yeah, at this point, you're so far behind that, like, anything
Quiver.
you buy. Ooh,
Quiver.
Yeah.
So Quiver first hit is True Strike. So that is something. But just remember, PA has 22 armor, which actually is not that high. But 22 armor reduces a lot of TA's damage. So 22 armor is probably like 60% reduction or something. Yeah, okay, it is 60. So TA would be able to just do, I don't know, like 100 damage to PA with the 200 magical, so probably 300 damage. And PA has 2,500, so probably unlikely. I think I was going to say this before. Trust me, guys, I was going to say this. But I think the other comeback mechanic is, I kind of said it before, but Kenny Refresher. Because I think that's the only thing that will really do enough in a team fight to control the team. And hopefully skewer him to Fountain.
I know, yeah, I guess we're praying for him to, like, get this kind of sick combo with, like, 5-man RP, you know, double RP.
I think
They
it's
have enough damage to even bring down the PA with a double.
I think you can always bring down
Without
PA
an MKB.
if you have enough stuns. I just think it's the peripheral heroes where if your Tidehunter procs Kraken Shell, he will ult, and then your whole combo on trying to kill PA is gone. So somehow you need to have... you need to lock down PA, which is not undoable, but you also have to prevent Tidehunter from ravaging, which is a harder part, right? Because you have no
struggling with this PA and the bot's given up. Trying to kill it with the 88% evasion.
Oh my gosh.
Fox doing the right thing, they're cutting the way. It's hard for them to go onto bot lane.
It's also hard because top wave is intrinsically pushed in. So Danny could probably blow the traps, but I don't think he has ag, so he can't even jump to those. And Jay will just push. Just remember, even if they cut waves, right, they can always rely on top lane to get pushed in and then just high ground with that.
Danny is really close to this MKB though. Like maybe if he gets it, like maybe, you know, maybe a miracle could occur. Very important part of the team fight, yeah.
You know what they're doing to mitigate this, and they've realized? I really like this. They're actually going for the Roche now instead of just diving head in. I think they might have learned their lesson from last time.
You know, it's 36 minutes Roche is the next game. Not wrapped.
Oh, but you say that, but last time he wasn't. Oh, so he got the Fan of Knives, which I actually don't know if it's all that important this game. I would have maybe thought it would be stronger on Justin, actually. Justin, so we don't see it much because Hairball, you know, 1,400, but it's actually quite a good spell because it gives you 2 stacks of goo. Sorry, 1 stack of goo and 2 quills. 1 stack of goo really slows people down, and 2 stacks of quills really starts fucking build up. So I actually think it's a bit underrated, and I think, like, you have nothing to break, I think, that is super strong.
Oh, it does do like 12% of max HP or something.
Oh, PA's crit is
8%.
like half someone's HP in one go. I would say the break is the reason why you get it. And I guess, you know, Lakshamn, it stops Lakshamn from critting. It stops TA from ranged. It's underrated, but TA range is 350.
It's 16% pure damage though, so...
Sorry?
16% pure damage, 16% max HP.
Yeah, but like TA, like 1 crit, like someone's just dead. You're not relying on... You don't get Fan of Knives for damage. You get it for the break. Jay's going in. He's going from the back line. Kenny, knowing he's... Oh, okay. Whoa. That crit, unfortunately...
See at the entrance.
See, this is what I mean. Like, Jay's not unkillable. And Jay's actually really close. They're healing him. They're going Grimstroke. Grimstroke's not even dead, so that's a pretty good way to start the team fight. They're having to use RP yet. But Wraith King, the ult, they're going to spread out.
Yep.
Nice.
They're grouping.
Yeah, this is where Kenny needs to go in.
Oh, you gotta go. You can't leave
Yeah. They need to start burning buybacks to help defend. Kenny, nice!
Oh,
Ravage. Oh, but here we got 1 hero somehow! Oh, they got 2. Oh, it's actually Jay. This is what we talked about before, but Jay just uses Satanic and just kills everyone.
Satanic just in time.
Wow. You know Jay sold his basher for the oh no, he got Pistol. I like the Satanic.
They don't really have that much stable on their team. It's not really enough to chain stun him without like the RP.
Yeah, but you saw at the beginning of the fight, right? Like TA is not unkillable, and he was actually really close to dying with just 2 heroes. But once he gets BKB off,
Oh yeah, but that's because TA now has MKB. So.
yeah. So that's what I mean is like TA is not unkillable hero. But with BKB, PA becomes very unkillable.
Nah, I think back when I said it was unkillable, because no one had an MKB, so it's literally magic damage that PA is BKB.
Oh yeah. I guess what I was talking about was like we talked about PA initially not getting BKB, and I was like he's just going to get bursted down. And I think that. Anyway, I think the win percentage is a bit overestimating. 99% is a bit optimistic, I think, for a bit pessimistic for go to bot. I think Kenny is still. Actually, I'm not sure what they're doing. Fan of Knives. Yeah. You see, it's the crit that really kills the hero. Try harder. Okay. Well, I like the BM. So I think one of the things I was going to say is, I actually think. I have to say, like, if I was being completely objective, I actually think the team Milo has been pretty, I think, much stronger in both games. It's a bit surprising as well. And we saw the Kenny Magnus being countered essentially by going on to Kenny. And I think one of the more underrated things that of this game was that both Jay and Justin were going towards Kenny in the team fights and stuff. And I really like that because it really prevents Kenny from doing anything. And that RP is a big team fight breaker, which he just couldn't get off a few fights.
I agree with what you said. I think Milo's team had 2 better games. Just yeah, that first game didn't exactly go as they wanted. Like they had the advantage, but they didn't push it. So I think that's a really good point you made. But yeah.
So thoughts overall on the series, guys? I guess we'll start with Tucker. If you're here.
Well, I missed out on the first half of that first game, but
I mean, you can ask like the spectators and stuff, right? What did you guys think of the game?
Wow,
I mean,
we have a lot more.
Great series to start.
Yeah, I think.
You told me to watch Fuck Crave. I watched. Lying.
Did you watch Fox try to kill that PA illusion and then give up?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this game showed proper targeting, and I think some of the questionable decision making the first game was really offsetted by this game. I think this game they had some very good thoughts they had in their mind of what they had to do, which was, get Justin big, and they knew they couldn't kill Justin apart from the vessel, so Justin got reasonably big, and then he just ran into fights, create space with PA. And then the second thing is they targeted people really well. So they either gone at Danny, and Danny, because he didn't get a blink, he was kind of stuck at times of whether they should commit to the team fight or not. And then I think the main thing is they went on Kenny quite well this game. So the lane, I have to confess, I don't exactly know what happened, even though we did watch it, but it just...
so much harassed.
They harassed, but Jay got really good farm. And they didn't win the lane.
Was on a quarter HP for
Hey, casters, what did you think of Milo's warding first game? Top notch or not?
I don't remember.
Who cares? Just a few wards here and there.
I didn't get dewarded.
It didn't actually do anything.
It stayed up the whole time. Gave vision the whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, just to finish off my point before I go to the warding. I'm just not. Yeah, I think Jay just got too much out of bot, and I think that was a bit unfortunate. And I feel like if you swapped Grimstroke with Jakiro, I think that lane might have been won it for the die, perhaps.
Oracle instead of Jakiro, the reason they lost is they had no dispel. And then no one was building a Lotus, so they couldn't deal with it.
In game 2?
I don't know. I couldn't see them in game 2. I couldn't even see them, man.
They needed dispel. Second phase time. They
needed dispel of some sort.
Against
the Bristol. The Bristol was just winning you guys, allowing you guys to take the Raxes.
Oh no, when we kill the draft, we're picking Bristol, no way.
Yeah, I was very surprised because Bristol is one of those heroes, if you don't stop it, it becomes unstoppable. But if you pick to stop it, it actually isn't unbeatable.
What
So,
if they picked Silencer last pick?
Oh, I like Silencer as a pick counter against Bristol, because all you do is you either use your first spell and then Bristol can't cast more spells, or else you just keep getting slowed, or you use a third spell and you can only use one spell in your team fight, and that's 4 seconds of silence, and then you global, and your Bristol is literally just running around doing nothing. So I personally, if I was playing, Silencer would have been one of my counter picks. You know, there's also obviously there's Viper, there's other things. I don't know how good Viper is, depending on. But yeah, I think the TA. I don't know if it was picked for the intention of countering the Bristol, but I think it let Bristol get too big.
Someone needed to buy a Lotus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and look, I think if Justin bought a Lotus a bit earlier, like the Vessel would have just shrugged the Vessel off, and they would have no way of killing Justin.
Someone on the other team needed to buy a way to dispel Goo.
Yeah, the difficulty is Goo is a 2-second cooldown, and once you Lotus it off, Justin is just gonna Goo again, and then it just makes it a bit dicier. I think they needed a break earlier, or on a hero mid that can get break, or they needed a hero that counters Bristol. For example, even Pugna, if you just decryptify everyone, like... Oh, yeah, they banned against Justin. That's right.
Yeah, no, I think they should have just got Blinks instead of, like, first. Like, we talked about the TA itemization, right? I think TA should have gone the Blink route and gone on backlines.
Or else he has to walk into Goo and he just dies.
Yeah, and you can't really fight... You can't man fight a Bristol back when you get Vanguard. Because Bristol back will... If you time it well, you can just keep turning around when he right-clicks at times, you know, for some of it. And then, what are you going to do?
Surely Lap was MVP then.
He did make good plays, but I think it was just the overall game strat. They had their game strat pad down. They knew what they were doing, and then just went through. It was fairly easy to execute. Justin and Tide, Windy just going in and taking all the initial spell damage, while Jay came in to clean up. Yeah, and Lap was there to counter engage too, which he did well for I think the mid 2 fights there in a row.
We were talking
about twice.
The ease of execution, right? Like the ease of execution on Jay's team in that game was a lot lower. Like it was just an easier game to play, because you know he was running in, you know that they weren't going to die that easily, so your die team has to get break. But then at break, you can also dispel that off, and you have to get it in time, and you have to get on the right heroes, and it just makes it. It's just difficult. I think the Bristol ultimately was the pick that sealed the whole game, where if it wasn't countered, it just went out of control. There was like a team fight where Justin died and 4 people died trying to kill Justin. Something like that happens mid game. Like you're really gonna have, on the back foot.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like this TD structure, like the teams that go first go in with the least information, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Really interesting to see how people draft afterwards.
And your team's playing 2 straight games, right? Yeah, you're playing tomorrow as well. Yeah. That makes it really, unfortunate, I have to say.
That means they have more time to study the other people as well, right?
There weren't many picks that were that unusual, I don't think.
I think it's all about the bands. You learn a lot of the bands. Not so much the pick.
Yeah. I mean, it's for early stages of group stages. I think all the teams have good players and good strategists. I think it's about trying to figure out what works for your team, what doesn't work for your team. As opposed to anecdote, I think we got much better when we knew how, in our last TD, when we knew how to each player plays, so which way. And I think lots of team will improve significantly over the next few weeks when they know how they want to approach their games.
Fair enough. When's the replay up? I want to see game 1.
It should be off now, right? You can. The replay is it's on YouTube, but you can also just download it in client.
There's the domestic thing. You can just click on that, and then there's a series. However, there's 3 games. I don't know why there's 3 games.
Because I think someone selected best of 3, so.
Someone's moved me to a
There was one game that started in a parallel universe in Jimmy's stream. Very confusing.
That was fun.
Oh, right. You mean the...
I think there was a bug when just watching a game and then it's like, oh, different heroes can pick. Dawnbreaker, Slot.
What have you guys called it?
Lakshamn was playing Dawnbreaker.
He was showing all the banned heroes as picks.
Oh.
Which he did well for, like, I think the mid 2 fights there in a row.
What did you guys call
We were
it?
talking
So he
about
got fucked twice.
the ease of execution, right? Like the ease of execution on Jay's team in that game.
Are you okay, Simon?
Got it. TD7 groups.
I'm fine.
Got it.
Just tired, man. These games are so draining.
Right, that was just like, I never ended.
Yeah.
Hey, MZ, do you have stream delay on?
I don't know. What do I check? I have normal latency on YouTube.
Okay.
If that explains anything. I would do ultra low latency, but I think it's my graphic card that yeah. And I think the delay is if you're talking about YouTube, yeah, that's right. Yeah. If someone's watching via right click and spectate game, then it would be option in the lobby rather instead.
No, you're using OBS, right? To send it?
Yeah, to YouTube.
So just check in your advanced settings at the bottom with stream delay. Make sure it's not enabled.
Oh, is it in OBS?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know.
Because I'm just thinking maybe you're like putting a delay on so that it tries to buffer, and that's why your like buffer is dying between like changing screens.
So my one says stream delay, it's disabled. I think it's just a graphic card. Like the reason why is because if I start streaming when the bans are done, like I don't think I have any issues. But then we miss out on the whole ban pick phase, which I think is more interesting than most of the games most of the time because it's really so I don't want to cut that part out.
Yeah. Oh, I guess the alternative is you stop the stream and then you start it again because it takes a little bit to load.
Yeah. Or my alternative is to get Stu to stream all this and then I just join the caster. But he just had to leave, unfortunately. If someone else has a better computer, like they can stream as well.
Plenty of New World players with very good computers.
Hey, wait, what the fuck? I just realized, where the... Okay, never mind. Don't worry.
Parallel universe in Jimmy's stream.
What team is it?
Very confusing. Sale computers.
That was fun.
Oh, right.
Lockdown5eva.